Let's take a moment to study some pre-swing golf fundamentals. If you're able to mimic these fundamentals and stand to the ball correctly, chances are that you're going to hit a good golf shot. So let's study the golfer over on the left. This is a PGA Tour player, Masters winner, Adam Scott. He has created a practice station. So what he's done, he's taken a stick and he's placed it on the ground and he's pointed it towards a specific target. When he stands to the golf ball, he wants to make sure that his club face is also parallel to that stick on the ground. When he's standing to that stick, he's making sure that his feet, his legs, and especially his upper body and his shoulders are all parallel to that stick on the ground. So it's like a railroad track. We want to make sure the feet, legs, shoulders, golf club, all pointed towards our target. As far as the stance and his posture, we'll notice a couple checkpoints, and this is what I want you to look for in a mirror. One is that he has his arms hanging straight down. So I like drawing a line from the front of the shoulder and see that the arms are hanging straight down. The other thing that we'll notice is that he has the end of his golf club pointed right towards his waist, right towards that belt line. And when he gets those arms hanging straight down, the club pointed towards the belt line, usually that means that a golfer will have good posture where their back will be fairly straight, knees slightly flexed. Another fundamental that's really important is that he has balance right on the center of his feet. We want to avoid having too much weight back on the heels, too much on the toes. We want the weight right in the center of the feet. People often ask me, how far should I stand away from the golf ball? All our golf clubs are different lengths, so there's not one precise measurement that tells us how far to stand away from the ball, but we could have a routine. And so the routine that we'll do will have you aim the golf club first. So aim the club where you want to hit it. Then once you've set the club behind the ball, then you could actually stand to the golf club, where you have your arms hanging straight down, you have balance on your feet. And then the final checkpoint, you want just a little bit of space. I describe it as a hands width space between your body and the end of the club. If you have more space than that, you're too far away. If your hands are right against your legs, you're too close. So if we have just a little bit of space, our arms are hanging down, we have balance on our feet, then we're ready to go. If we look over on the right-hand side of the screen, we have tour player, major winner, Jason Day. And so when he's standing to the golf ball, he has a lot of solid fundamentals here. First, he's balanced between his left and his right side. So when I draw lines just up from the outsides of his feet, he's not only balanced heel to toe, but between his left and his right side. The other thing that I really like here is his grip. And so if we were to zoom in a little bit, what we want to see is that his left hand, the hand with the glove on it, so that would be your lead hand, left hand for right-handed golfers. We could see a little bit of the label on the back of his glove. What that tells me is that his left hand is on top of the club appropriately. The other thing that I'll notice is with his right hand, the one without the glove, the right hand faces the target. So we want to avoid having the right hand too much underneath or too much on top. We want it facing the target. As far as where the ball is at in relationship to his feet and his stance, with irons, we're going to want the ball basically in the middle of our stance. We still want our head behind it. And then with the driver, we're going to want the ball more forward in our stance. With an iron here too, something that I really like when we look at the stance here, he has the shaft of the club leaning forward. And so if I were to draw a line right through the golf club, you'll see that it goes through his lead arm and the shaft is leaning ever so slightly forward. Other small details, his front foot is flared. Having some flare in the front foot definitely helps you get into a balanced finish. It may seem like a lot, but if you could really get these pre-swing fundamentals down, correct spacing away from the ball, balance, arms hanging down, good ball position, right in the middle of your stance with the irons, more forward with the driver. Again, you're going to be able to hit some good golf shots out there.